How can you endure the cold like all of these people? And all of these individuals? Today we are striving for answers. How can it be done? What are concrete steps that you and me can take to become the next Iceman? Maybe. If you're wondering why the hell you should even get yourself into the cold and who the hell the Iceman is, check out this video. There seem to be 4 main elements on how to endure the cold. The reason that some people just aren't bothered by the cold may be in a person's genes. Some new research suggests that there's a genetic variant in the skeletal muscle gene actin, or well, I guess they pronounce it ACTN3. And this skeletal muscle gene variant makes people more resilient to cold temperatures. As we, neither you nor me, can change our genes just like that, this next point is something we can actually do something about. If we are honest here, you and me, we have become quite cozy, haven't we? Most of us go from our perfectly heated homes to heated cars or buses, to our heated work environment or school or university, and back. In many areas of the world, our body does not have to do much anymore when it comes to fighting against the cold. And when it gets colder, we just put on more or different, more suitable clothes. Our body does not need to work too hard to heat us from the inside. So we gotta get our body out of that standby mode. One way to do it is to expose our body deliberately and frequently to a cold environment. For instance, via cold showers or ice baths. If you are in the physical state to do that to begin with, is of course something that I cannot assess from here. Be sure to be safe always and maybe check with your doctor first. Now, there's a very basic science-supported protocol on how to approach cold showers. I'm talking about cold showers and not about cold immersion in an ice bath, as cold showers is what most of you, same as me, have quite likely at your disposal. The neuroscientist and professor in the Department of Neurobiology at the Stanford University School of Medicine, Dr. Huberman, will explain this science-based protocol to you.
It's tough to make a recommendation on that based on any peer-reviewed study, although there are a few in humans that point to a threshold of 11 minutes total per week. So that's total throughout the week, divided into 2 or 4 sessions of 2 or 3 minutes or so. I think the 11-minute threshold is a pretty good number to use if you need a number in order to keep you consistent. But at the point where 11 minutes total per week is very easy for you or is no longer representing a significant mental challenge, then I would say either lower the temperature safely, of course, extend the duration safely, of course, or increase the frequency so that you're doing this perhaps every day or maybe 5 days a week or 3 days a week.
This is the Austrian previous world record holder for the longest time submerged in ice. And he's sharing his thoughts, how he approaches it mentally.
Und ich kämpfe gegen den Schmerz halt an mit Visualisierung, mit Emotionen herholen, wo ich positive Ereignisse gehabt habe, damit ich diese Welle, wie der Schmerz daherkommt, dass ich die abfedern kann und dass halt so das Ganze überstehen kann.
Dr. Huberman from Stanford added a, how I personally found, very useful perspective. He thinks in terms of mental walls. This is what he means. Undoubtedly, during or before cold exposure, you will find your mind pushing back against the challenge. Your mind will say, I really don't want to do this. You can imagine those mental barriers as walls. Those walls are, in fact, the effects of adrenaline pulses in your brain and body, which in this case is what triggers the eventual adaptive response. After all, if it were easy, then there is no stimulus for your body to change and adapt. By maintaining top-down control of your reflexive urge to exit the cold environment, you will have successfully traversed that wall. Challenge yourself by counting walls and setting a goal of walls to traverse during the round of cold exposure. For instance, let's say you want to manage 3 to 5 walls today. Well, there are different breathing exercises to support mental focus and a supportive physiological state. One of the most popular ones is, without a doubt, the Wim Hof method. The creator, Wim Hof, is also known as the Iceman. He describes his method like this.
What I do is, I'm relaxed. I'm gonna lie down. So, belly, chest, head. That's the way it goes, like this. And letting go. 30 times, 40 times. Then at 30, you take them fully in. Let go. Take the urge to breathe, okay? You take a breath, hold it, and then you let go. That is round number 1.
The cycle can be repeated several times, of course. Usually it's done 3 to 4 times. There's a very useful guided breathing session on YouTube by Wim Hof. So I will link that one down in the description. If you want to check it out, check it out. Right, so there you have it. These are 4 key factors on how you can endure the cold and become the next Iceman. Maybe. Let me know in the comments below if that was useful to you and if you follow any of these suggestions. Keep striving, keep liking, keep subscribing, keep living your best life. Right, that's it. So, how can you endure the cold like all of these people?